Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Cynthia Vance and I'm the instructor for the Human Growth and Development class this summer. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the class and show you a bit how I have the class set up in Canvas so you can easily navigate around through it. Um, First of all, let me tell you some of the things that you'll have to do for the class. There are weekly discussion posts. There are two every week that you will need to do. And our week is going to run between Sunday and Saturday. And so the discussion posts all have to be done by Saturday night at 11:59 p.m. There are also two exams, and one at the end of the first 4 weeks and the other at the end of the class. They are all multiple choice. They are each worth 20%. They will have about 60 questions. I'm not positive yet. And they will be about 60 minutes in length. They will be timed. There's also an observational report that you will need to do, and I will tell you more about that in a later video. Information about that is also included in the syllabus that you should have also received from me. The other part of the grade is the Launchpad activities. When you purchase your textbook, make sure that you purchase one that has access to Launchpad. That means that's the forum that comes with the publisher puts together that comes with the book. And you will need to have that because there are activities every week that are part of your grade. So each week on the home page for our class, you will see everything that you need to do. So here are all the assignments that are due the first week. Again, there's two discussion posts. And so when you're ready to reply to this discussion, you just click on the post and you can read it and then just hit reply. And it brings up this text box that you can just type in here, attach something this way if you want to, and then hit post reply when you're ready. You can also, if you want to, and it might not be a bad idea, to type out your responses in a word processor and then copy and paste it into the discussion post, and then hit reply. So that's how you do the discussion posts. There are also every week there will be some other things that you might need to do, maybe a video to watch, which would be in here, or an article to read. So for this week there are two articles that you'll need to read before you do post number 2. So that's everything that you'll need for that week is listed right there. On the weeks when there is an exam, there will be a link for the exam, and don't click on that until you're ready to take it, because once you start, you can't stop. So if you click on it before the exam time is ready, it doesn't matter, it will just tell you that. But once the exam window is opened up and you click on that link, you'll have to take the exam then. The other links are for Launchpad, and so there are some every week. When you are ready to do the Launchpad activity, you just click on the activity, and it will open up a window where you have to load the activity. And it will just open it up, and the first time you open up Launchpad, you will have to create an account. And you will have 3 different options. You can either purchase access right within Launchpad, and you'll have access to the electronic book. All of you will have access to the electronic book as soon as you get the access into Launchpad. So you can buy access within Launchpad. You can put in a code that you received from the book that you've already purchased. So make sure if you've bought the book, you bought one with access. And your third choice is that you can use Launchpad free for 3 weeks. It will let you do that. Make sure, however, when those 3 weeks are up, you can purchase the access, because otherwise you're going to get behind if you don't do some of the assignments. So make sure that you do that. So you will go through and do the activity. So you'll just, in this case, click on next and scroll and do whatever it is. Sometimes there's questions that you have to answer. And so for the video activities, there's questions you have to answer. And how many of those you get right is actually how you get your grade. So don't just click anything because you won't maybe like your grade when you get done with it. You will get points for them. And then in addition, I want to show you the homepage for our Launchpad class. And what you can see is that there are activities in here. So for example, you can click on something and it's kind of like a folder within a folder, and it brings up other things that you can do. So this one right here, the genetics and early prenatal development, that one says to do and it says 10 points. So that one is required. That's part of your grade for the class. But the one below it says optional, as do these down here. Every chapter has a practice quiz, and every chapter has at least one or two learning curve activities. Now, these I suggest that you think about using when you're studying for the exams, because they are both kind of quizzes. They're not part of your grade. Some of the quizzes are part of your grade, but most of them are not. And so you can sort of test yourself to see how well you're understanding the material by doing the learning curve and the practice quizzes. The learning curve is set up sort of game-like in that you have a target number of points that you need to get to, and you can, on any given question, you can get a hint, which I think reduces the number of points you can get, or you can have it take you directly to the book to where the answer is in the textbook. So you can really find out if you're understanding the material by doing the learning curve and the activities and the practice quizzes. And of course, there's other things in there that I have because I think they're interesting, and hopefully you will do some of them as well. The electronic book within Launchpad is right here. You can go to that and you'll see the book, and you can see your grades as well, the calendar of all of the activities as well. Back to the home page. So that's how the class is set up. It's pretty easy to navigate around. You can go to the syllabus. It's not really the syllabus, but you can see that all of the activities are pretty much due on Saturday night. The only thing that's not due, everything else is due, as you can see, by 11:59 p.m. on Saturdays. Our week goes from Sunday to Saturday. The only thing that's not due on a Saturday is the observational report, and that's because I didn't want it to be due on the 4th of July. So it's due on a Thursday instead. But you can kind of check to see what things are coming up that are due. In addition, for you will see coming up over here what's due in the next week. As soon as you log on to the class, you'll see what's coming up. Nothing will show up as being due until the class actually starts. So depending upon when you're watching this video, there might not be anything there yet, but there probably will be. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me. Just go to the inbox on Canvas and you can email me, or you can email me through my regular email address as well. But let me know if you have any questions. Take care, and I hope you enjoy the class.